aboyandhisdogs here playing Hexcells. We're going to go on to 6-3 tonight. Alright, so we're going to first start with our column of 0. Just going to go ahead and eliminate all of those. And we're going to work off this 0 here. And the 2s we have. Alright, and we're going to look down at this bracketed 4. Since we have this item that got kind of cut through here, we know the 4 can't exist here because they all have to be connected, so we can eliminate those. And down here we can figure out which ones overlap. It's going to be the inner 3. No matter which way we go, those 3 will be selected. Alright. Let's see where to go next. For this -4, we know that there has to be at least a space in there somewhere. We have 3 already connected, so we can eliminate this item right here. Okay. And for our column of 1 over here, there's only 1 in that column, so we can mark that. For the column next to it with the -2, we know the 2 can't be connected, so we can eliminate that one right there, which will help us completely solve for that column. And if we look at this middle column of the 6 that have to be connected, we know we can mark this item as blue, because no matter which direction, if we go to the bottom 2 or the up 2, these inner 4 will have to be blue for that 6 to work. So let's look at this column of 8 and count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of those are going to be blue. So we can go ahead and mark all those. Go ahead and deselect our 8 there. Now for our bracketed 4, we can count up from this point and then eliminate anything that's beyond that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not going to be possible for these 3 items to be marked as blue. Which also helps us solve for that -2 column. Alright, since we know they ought to be connected, we know we have, this is the starting point now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can eliminate the bottom one down there, deselect our bracketed 4. And we can now fill in for this right row as well. Okay, let's look at our row 6 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can eliminate the last one in that row and deselect our 6. And our column of 1 over on the left hand side, there's only 1 in that column, so we can mark that as blue, deselect our 1. And if we look at our column of 5 here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can mark the rest in this column as blue. Now if we hop over to the right side and take a look at this row of 2, we already have 2 in that row, so we can eliminate these 2 and deselect our 2. Alright, so now we can solve for our middle column here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since they all have to be connected, we know this will be our 6, and we can eliminate the top one. Okay, so for this row, we're only going to have 1, and we already have it selected, so we can eliminate these last 2 here and deselect our 1. Okay, on the left side for this row of 4, we already have our 4, so we can eliminate these last 2. If we look above it, we don't have our 2 for this row, so we can eliminate this last one in that row. Okay. So again, over on the left side, we can take a look at this column of 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so these last 2 have to be blue. And if the column next to it, there's only 2 left, so we know those 2 will have to be blue. We can deselect that one. Now let's look at our row 6 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know the last one has to be blue for the 6 to work. In this column of 4, we only have 1, and there's 3 left, so we know we have to mark those remaining 3 as blue for the 4 to work. And for the column of 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rest will be blue. Okay, hopping over to the right, excuse me, for our column of 4 here, there's only 3 out of the 4 left, and we know we can mark all those as blue. And if we look at this row of 4, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can eliminate this last one. Deselect our 4. And we can also solve for this column of 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the 2 next to it, there's only 2 left. We can mark both those as blue. And now for our row 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can eliminate that last one in the row, which will help us solve for our column of 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And up at the top here, we already have our 1 next to our 1, so we can eliminate this one, which will also help us solve for our column of 3. We have 1, 2, 3. And now for our column of 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can eliminate the last 2. And that's how you get a perfect in 6-3. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that.